Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And guys, to be honest with you, there's a pretty interesting scandal going around right now, which I have to tell you guys about, but I also have to give you guys a juicy and good update on XRP/Ripple. So again, to kind of conclude, we have the Federal Reserve, which there's a couple of really interesting articles about and for, and then we have some XRP stuff that I really want to share with you all. So first of all, the Federal Reserve restricts central bank officials' stock and crypto trades after high-profile resignations. Okay, you can see 81 views. It just came out. Breaking freaking news. Now, by the time you're watching this, maybe not so breaking anymore, but I think so still. You know, a couple hours before I get this video up and running. The Federal Reserve on Friday adopted rules governing investment made by the central bank officials, banning them from purchasing individual securities after a series of top officials resigned from their positions amid scrutiny over their trading activity during the pandemic. In a Friday release, the Fed's Federal Open Market Committee said it unanimously adopted the new rules. Imagine this one guy saying, "No, I don't think those rules are fair." Yeah, there was no option for that, you know? As an insider, I guess, you can't say no to new insider sanctions. That would be a little bit sus. For senior officials, that they would go into effect by May 1st. Why then? Why not immediately? May 1st is pretty far away, but maybe it's for the fact that you can actually sell it at that point, I guess, then, right? Because if you cannot trade it at all anymore, then that might be kind of difficult. But then still, May 1st, then it's still a pretty short time if you just don't want to sell something which you already own. So, not exactly sure. Now, Fed policymakers and senior staff, including board members, will be barred from purchasing individual securities, individual stocks, or I guess including stocks, crypto, and bonds. Wait a minute. Under this individual securities part, I don't think they should write crypto under that, but okay. Holding investments in agency securities like treasuries and entering into derivative contracts. Beginning June 1st, officials will be required to provide 45 days of advance notice before purchasing or selling securities to help guard against the appearance of any conflict of interest, the Fed said. I'm still not... I guess the vagueness comes because I'm either far away. I'm very far away. I'm going to say about 1.5 meters from my camera, which is not normal, and I have it set, you know, in some strange way. Or it's because the lighting is bad and it's trying to focus on something a little bit behind me because of the light. Maybe. This, however, is a very good piece of news. I can't say anything negative about it, you know? The fact that they are going to be barred from doing it, at least without further notice. I mean, as I understand it now, they can still sell whatever they had. So I'm not exactly sure why this doesn't go into effect immediately. But then from May 1st, they cannot, you know, buy it anymore from the get-go. And then from June 1st, they'll be required to provide it 45 days before. Oh, okay, that is for purchasing or selling. They need to provide it 45 days. So the thing I don't really get fully is if they're not allowed, kind of, which is the first little sentences, then on June 1st, new ruling is going to come in where they have to provide a 45 days notice. So all they have to do is then provide a 45-day notice. That's it, right? Is there anything else that I'm missing? They'll also need to obtain prior approval to transact securities and hold their investments for at least 1 year. All fair stuff. Though the Fed didn't mention the pandemic stock trades that sparked widespread criticism in September, it did say that officials will no longer be allowed to purchase or sell investments during a period of heightened financial market stress. The rules will also require Fed presidents to publicly disclose financial transactions within 30 days, as it is already required by board members and senior staff. Yeah, can't really say anything negative about that. Crucial quote, "These tough new rules raise the bar high in order to assure the public we serve that all our senior officials maintain a single-minded focus on the public mission of the Federal Reserve," Fed Chair Jerome Powell said in a statement about the rules in October. Good, all right, very good. And this is important for crypto, you understand, most likely. On the contrary, which is kind of funny, Cynthia Loomis did kind of say, and she's a U.S. senator, that the Fed should buy Bitcoin. It's kind of funny how the interests are not necessarily misaligned, but, you know, differ so much, so greatly. I also saw a lot of controversy about this article. Many people were saying, nope, the Fed should... I got scared for a little second. The Fed should absolutely not. And a lot of others were saying, yes, the Fed should. What do you guys think about that? Put it down below. And guys, if you're watching this video this far in, make sure you press that like button just to help the channel out. All you're doing with pressing the like button is making the video do a little bit better. It's not giving me any extra money. It's not actually, doing anything too crazy. I want to make some jokes, but I really got to be a little bit less offensive sometimes. I have some dark ass jokes that I'm trying to, make some comparison analogies, and I'm not so sure. Even though the median age, no, not the median, of course, I should say, the mean age, I would say is about 35 or so of the viewers. So it has 0% under 18, yet I always use the child-friendly approach, right? No cussing. I'm not even sure if it makes a difference, but I always thought it was better for YouTube. I don't know if it actually makes a difference at all. Maybe I should just say it. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. All right, so having said that, Cynthia Lummis, U.S. Senator from Wyoming, has said that it would be a great idea for the Fed to buy Bitcoin. Lummis is pro-crypto. She bought her first Bitcoin in 2013. Making it look as if she just got a freaking bunch of, I bought my first Bitcoin in 2013. Huh? It makes it seem as if she holds a freaking ton of it. But she could, she definitely could. She bought for about $350, which I guess makes things a lot easier, huh? Yeah. So I personally am kind of against the idea. I don't see much benefit for us, me, you, if the Federal Reserve does hold it. It only would more so imply that crypto is not so much for the people as we expect it to. Because I guess if the Federal Reserve does say, yeah, we're going to buy, let's get into it, I would be more suspicious of as to why they're doing that rather than all the good perks we can kind of think of. I'd be like, why? What is the underlying sneaky thought that they have that makes them want to buy this asset? It's not because of the money. So what is it exactly? No, I couldn't handle that. So I would rather have them just stay out of this stuff completely, to be honest with you. All right, then. XRP, to get into that stuff. XRP faces second largest accumulation in 5 years. XRP whales are stacking up amid cryptocurrency market correction. We all saw it. Sentiment shared the second largest XRP accumulation in the past 5 years by top tier whales is in progress right now. There are currently 336 XRP network addresses that hold 10 million XRP or more. Many of these undoubtedly belong to exchanges, but this is a notable anomaly. So let's see. I have about 45 of these, so which brings me to about 450 million XRP. Oh, if only it was that juicy, huh? No, unfortunately not. It does make me realize, though, anybody, at least in my own non-financial advisor, non-legal advisor type of manner, I sometimes think every XRP we have right now is worth about $10 future value as a baseline. This means all these people are going to be worth $100 million in a little bit. Maybe they already are, don't get it wrong. But it's interesting to see how it's going to 10x in that sense. I kind of always say 1 XRP is $1, even though right now I guess it's not even true anymore. It's 20% lower than that. But I always kind of hold that baseline. And by the way, a little fun fact, right in front of me, there's 3 people on a balcony of sorts. With the setup that I have right now, guys, I have my full window open and like my phone set in there as well in a position where they can definitely see. It's just a funny method. They know I'm filming myself. It is pretty funny, and I'm just noticing it right now. Do I care? Absolutely not. But it is a little fun fact. Maybe one of these times I'll turn the camera around so you guys can see what I'm seeing, but then it would kind of feel as if I'm stalking them because then I'd literally be videotaping my neighbors, It would maybe be a little bit awkward. Yeah, so I'm definitely not going to do that. But they can see me videoing myself, which I guess is pretty nice maybe, They're checking me out. All right, let's continue on. So generally speaking here, whales are hoarding XRP right now. I've said it before, that I do expect XRP to do really well. Short term, though, it's hard to say. But we're seeing right now that XRP is doing a significant amount better than quite a lot of other crypto, as it's only going down about 1%. I did tell you all a couple of hours ago, I think yesterday I told you, XRP right now is in a prime position where, theoretically speaking, the price should keep continuing to go up. It's just strange if it really doesn't. And from that perspective, yeah, I'm just going to be holding on. I see every single XP that I have is a $10 coin, basically. And so, by the way, there's also things which are, for example, like XP Ledger services, where if you go to XP Ledger transactions, there's actually a lot of things that you could do. Sometimes I think maybe I should just, create an escrow for myself, for example, to actually make sure I could actually never spend the XRP. That's, by the way, something that Ripple does with their own XRP to make sure they cannot spend it. And you can actually do it to your own address as well. It's something, if you, for example, have a spending habit where you cannot, let go of them. I don't really have that problem, but sometimes I do think, well, if they're actually kind of locked up and gone, there's not even a thought in my mind of actually selling below the target that I have, right? Because maybe, what if we go to $7 and I start getting itchy fingers, you know? I don't want to have that. And again, the same kind of goes. XRP Mega Whales scoop of over 700 million is second biggest accumulation spree in history. The so-called Mega Whales have accumulated $700 million worth of XRP tokens since December of 2021. As these guys know. The lawsuit is looking better than ever, and once this lawsuit settles itself, it fixes itself, most likely there will be some juicy crypto pumps coming up. Since we're all on the same page about that, yeah, it would be kind of stupid to let go and not buy some coins, huh? So, yeah. We might say that Ripple is a big part of this. Disagree. Ripple has some part of it, but never a really big part. Oh, I just slammed my microphone a little bit. Never really big part, never really significant part, never really makes a difference. At the end of the day, whales are buying this coin because I think they know. Yeah, there's not really too much else to say or add to this. I had a couple of articles about Cardano ADA, but I think we'll talk about that a little bit later, as it's not relevant too much for this video. Let me know down below if you're excited about Cardano, and I'll definitely get it out to you guys. I saw it right here. ADA set to conquer new grounds after big leadership addition at Cardano Foundation, and Cardano plans to launch another DEX in February, as per latest update from IOHK. So Cardano's doing their best. They're definitely expanding. Let me know if you're excited about Cardano or a Cardano holder. Let me know down below, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today.